lots of ways to sell your junk for maximum cash. You don't have to put it all on eBay. I'm joined by 3 men who have all sorts of ideas as to how you can make the most from your junk. I've got Paul Trainer, who runs Ziffit.com, Carl Rolovitz, who's an antiques dealer, and James Harford-Tyra, who runs Sell Spring. So guys, is there any particular thing that you would say to people today who are looking at their stuff thinking, oh golly, there's too much, what can I do with this? What would you say to them to give them a bit of a boost to actually clear?
So there's a really good piece of advice that one of our customers gave us recently, and that because the clutter is in all different rooms throughout the house, in the attic, in spare rooms and bedrooms, what she did is she took everything down to her living room and she made 3 different piles. Now, one pile was stuff that just needed to be taken to the tip or recycled, like wooden tennis rackets, etc. Then the second pile was stuff that didn't really have an intrinsic value, she felt, but that she might want to keep. And there's a really good story of her having an old snow globe that her father brought back from New York. And if the stuff means something to you, you should never give it away. But then the other pile, and this is where it gets interesting, was all of the things that she thought might be worth value. And that's where things was really interesting. And so she also got, which is a really good idea, her children to help her. And so we can help with some of that, and we can help take a lot of that off your hands. But what we do say is make sure that you use that money to reward yourself and your kids if they're helping you along the way.
Great, thank you. Carl, what do you think?
Yes, I would say that the question that you have to ask yourself is, are you emotionally attached to this object? Is it a necklace that's been handed down in the family for the last 150 years, and you're particularly fond of it, and so therefore you should keep it? The other aspect is if you bought things or inherited things which the thought of not having it makes you physically ill, right? Then you should definitely keep it. But aside from that, if you look at things and you think to yourself, I bought that 20 years ago, I liked it at the time, but now I'm not really too bothered about it. Those are the sort of things that you ought to be looking to value and sell and cash in on.
And valuations are free, aren't they?
Yes. Valuations are free, not just at Alfie's, but at all the main auction houses, and even at all the regional auction houses. You take your stuff along, and particularly at Alfie's and the Grades, the dealers are all specialists in their subject. They're passionate about their subject, and they're very, very happy to share their information with a member of the public who comes in asking questions. They're always more than happy to do that. And so therefore, no one should have any inhibitions or any worries about coming in and asking, or feel ashamed that they're going to come in and ask a question, because the dealers and the auctioneers are more than happy to answer their questions. They really are.
How about you, James?
So I would say we actually did a piece of research at Sellsprint which found that 42% of people suffer physiological, actually tangible anxiety because of clutter in their homes. So I would say, if it is too overwhelming for you, definitely don't do it on your own. Do it with a friend, do it with a family member, and actually turn it into a fun and rewarding activity, because there's so many different perks. Take control of your space. Don't just see clutter as a burden. Do something about it.
Brilliant, thank you. There you are, loads of ideas to declutter, organise yourself and make some money. And there are even more ideas on clearyourclutterday.co.uk. So take a look at those, follow us on social media and get lots of encouragement and help to clear your clutter.